Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and today we're going to analyze why your CPMs or your cost per click is higher to your successful ads. I was having a discussion with one of my friends and he told me,
Konstantinos, why? I'm watching all of my ads right now, and the ones that are actually having sales, they're actually having higher CPMs and they are actually having higher cost per click from what they used to have before.
and it's actually funny because to me the answer was just like this to my head, but he couldn't understand it. So I said, look, this is a nice idea, maybe I should create a video for some others that they don't understand it. Because a lot of times we tend to focus so much on CPMs, on cost per clicks, but let me tell you that these are metrics that people are using in order to sugarcoat things. For example, we hear about TikTok that it has lower CPMs. Why nobody is not talking about the ROAS that they are seeing on TikTok? Because they're set, they're not good. So we're using click-through rate, CPMs and stuff if we want to find excuses and if we want to say these things. I'm not doing this, of course, because I'm super focused on return on ad spend and cost per purchase. I'm just using CPMs and CTRs at the start of a campaign in order to define if it's going to be good, okay? If it's worth my time to let it spend and optimize. If it's on normal numbers, I'm going to let it even if it doesn't have a sale, because I know that maybe the sales are going to come later. But I wouldn't be worried after the second or third day about my CPMs and about my cost per unique click. I would care only about my return on ad spend and about my cost per purchase. But why? Let me tell you why. Is it the same to have a store in the Fifth Avenue in New York and have a store in Harlem? No, it's not. Why? Because you have different quality of clients or customers that they're going to come into your store. The same thing is happening with your ads, guys. We are optimizing for a conversion purchase event. So the more Facebook is trying to find this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy here and there in order to take them and give to us so that it can be a purchase, the more the cost is going to be higher, because the person that we're trying to find is not so easy to find after some point, because we are looking for purchases and not just traffic. If we were optimizing for engagement campaign, we would see that the CPM most probably and the click would drop, because then Facebook would optimize for people that they are clicking easier. But in this case, we're optimizing for people that they're just purchasing. So the CPM is going to rise, the cost per unique click and the cost per click is going to rise also, because from a pool of millions of people, Facebook is trying to just handpick all of these good leads or good buyers for us. Just to prove it a little bit more, I would like to show you one ad account which is selling some expensive high ticket items. Basically, what we are having here is this. You can see that, for example, in this campaign, we are having this is called traffic. This is, by the way, retargeting, and this is also called traffic, but I would like to show you. So in this campaign, in the maximum period, we just spent 200K, almost 600K in revenue. The ROAS is 3. And if we come here, we will be able to see that the cost per unique click is on 2. The unique click-through rate, it's on 4.31. But based on that, if we just see this campaign, which has 6.34 and 0.36 click-through rate, and just focus on these two metrics, we're going to take a bad and hasty decision. And this is why I'm saying that we should not do that, because we can see that over here we are having 4.47 with 4.3K spend, which is not a small spend, which means that this campaign is running for a long period, it's having results, but it's optimizing for the better quality. Let's watch a little bit the CPMs. The CPMs on the other side, if you see, it's on half the price comparing to what we have on this one. So don't just watch click-through rate, cost per unique click, CPMs. Just watch them for the first days to decide if something worth your time or not, and after that point just focus on ROAS, because Facebook is going to optimize eventually for all of these people that are going to convert, and maybe it's harder to make them convert, so it's going to focus on the quality instead of the quantity, since you are asking for purchases. If you were asking for link clicks, it was going to focus on link clicks. But here it's another example why you should not focus just on these metrics. And let me tell you that whoever is focusing on these metrics, most probably they are trying to hide their failure in the ROAS. Because if you can show high ROAS, then there is no point of discussing about click-through rates or clicks or if the traffic is expensive or not, because it doesn't matter. So that's all I had for you. I hope that it's going to answer it. And the reason that I'm making this video is not so that I can explain this. The reason is because I want you to understand that after some point, you should not focus on these stupid metrics. And most of the times I see people talk about them when they are amateurs. Professionals, they don't talk about cost per click after 2 days of running ads. They just talk about return on ad spend and cost per purchase. And this is why you should focus on that, because you're not having a blog, you're having an e-commerce store, or you are having a funnel which is getting leads, and you should actually focus on your cost per lead instead of focusing on how much traffic you're bringing. Because if your problem is the traffic, then you can do a very easy traffic campaign and have traffic. But you cannot have both. You cannot have very cheap traffic and a lot of conversions, okay? You can try and find the balance that is working for you. The cost per purchase that you can have with the cost per unique link click that you need to have in order to get that, and work in order to improve it. But you need to work in improving the cost per purchase and the ROAS, not the opposite. That's all I had for you. If you want to learn more, you can check my book or my free course or my website. And until we meet again, guys, be creative and be consistent.